hello, and welcome to episode number 34 of the Sister-Cousins Candid Conversations podcast. Today, we are talking about shoes, all about shoes. Are you a heel, flat, or tennis shoe type girl? Mm, well, hey, Denny. We want to say we want to send our sister cousin Donnie couldn't be with us today. Her children went back to school and they brought home cooties, and so everybody is sick, and so we want to say peace be with you, and we praying for you, and hope to see you back next time. So we praying for that starting lineup over there. And so we have my baby sister. Hey girl, the diligent
Hey,
teacher in the
Nene.
building. What's up?
Hey,
How you doing? Okay, so
I'm
we're gonna jump right
good.
in here. You doing good? Okay. You must be home alone.
Yes,
Speak
Oh,
up. I want you to do it.
yes.
Give you a little break. All right, there. Hey Juju, you good?
I'm good. I'm good. All is well. I like your new
Okay.
hair.
Don't y'all act like y'all don't see me being a blonde girl around here,
I see.
okay?
Look, I see you.
Out here being blind, you know what I'm saying?
It looks good back in your background too. It
Oh
makes it
yeah,
pop.
kind of match. I like earth tone colors anyway. So today is all about shoes. We're gonna jump right on in there. So I'm gonna start with Nene. Nene, what kind of shoe girl are you?
Definitely a flats slash sneaker, but more flats
More
type
flats.
girl. Yes, because
And why is that so?
for one, I am a mom of three children under the 5 and under. I got to run, jump, play, climb, Whoa. help, and so heels are not conducive to the environment which I currently reside in. So I stick to anything that will give me comfort dealing with the
Okay.
children. Plus, I'm a teacher, so I'm walking on. Well, when we were in person, but I was walking up and down the hallways every day through the classroom, checking in and out with kids. So much more comfortable to have on comfortable shoes than to be in heels because at any given moment I could trip, slip, step over something, injure somebody. So heels don't work for that environment.
I understand. Do you like to wear any other shoes like heels?
When I have to gussy up,
I heard the word gussy up.
it be Yeah. fancy. I dabble a little bit, nothing fancy. I have like maybe one or two or three pairs of heels that I wear depending on the occasion. I have like my fancy ones that I put on. We go out like for a dressy type event, like my class reunion. I had on my heels. My slides were in my bag, and I quickly put those on after a couple drinks. Okay, um, but generally on the occasions, one of my friends had a birthday dinner or brunch, I guess. So we went out downtown Chicago, and so I had on wedges, which were more comfortable for me than like a standard heel. So I have a couple pair every now and again, heeled boot. Want to look cute for the fall, but yeah, pretty
Not
basic.
the literal fall, but just the fall season. Huh?
Oh yes,
Gotcha.
it's even awesome as you would.
Gotcha. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. I see you. I understand. It kind of it makes perfect sense. Kind of go along with your personality and everything. All right, Juju, what kind of girl are you?
So I'm more of a flats person. Um, and reason is because I just never learned how to walk in heels. And I think a lot of it's because of my military background. I spent a lot of my
Mm,
time in combat boots.
combat boots.
So we didn't really have a lot of time to dress up.
Got
And
it.
I don't know, I just never explored the heel wearing. One thing I can say though, I like a good wedge now. Now I can
Mm.
walk in a good wedge, but them heels, I don't know. I'm more of a pump, like a 3 inch. I'm very leery of going over 3 inches. If it's not a
You,
wedge, if it's not a
you
wedge,
probably a kitten heel type of girl, huh? When them are like, one of them little kitten heels.
little kid heels. So yeah, but I do like tennis shoes too. I think one tennis shoe my all time favorite that I still buy today, which is probably
Reebok
played out.
classic.
My white Reebok Classics. That is my favorite gym shoe. It's the most comfortable shoe I ever had in my life,
I love
and
it.
I
It is
still
real
buy it
soft, isn't it?
today. I still
Hmm.
buy it. So yeah, I'm more of a flats person.
So, is there an occasion where you might wear a taller heel?
Yes. Now there are occasions. I know when I was in the military, we had balls and stuff that I would go to, and I would, buy that one pair of shoe that I only wore for that day, and then I would give them to Goodwill after.
Wow.
Mainly because I cannot walk in them. Like literally, it's like my husband really has to hold me up the whole time. I'm in a heel higher than 3 feet. Like literally, I'm like unstable the whole time.
Mm.
But yeah, I do like to, look nice in them, but I've never just mastered walking in them. So I don't know. I mean, I'm still open to learning if it's still hope out there.
Child, when them knees get over a certain age, you just be like, don't
Right,
even worry about it.
right. The knees and and wearing them combat boots like literally kind of mess my feet up. So it's like now pretty
Mm.
much all shoes hurt. Like literally, if I put on a pair of shoes, I gotta have like a sole insert. I gotta have mold skin around it. It's like literally, my feet are like jacked up.
I
not
know for the
not looking jacked up, but they are. Now I always keep
clarification.
my feet pretty. Now I do believe in keeping your toes painted and then looking. You can't wear no sandals, your feet looking like hammer time. But but it's like as far as trying to get my foot in a shoe, like a heel to wear, is very uncomfortable for me.
Mm, that's interesting. So do you think because of military, so you might be able to get you an extra check, you know what I'm saying?
Girl, look, we
Disability.
working on it. We working on it.
Do an extra
Document
check.
look, medical documentation is your friend.
Okay, I'm always thinking.
Is your
Well, I'm pretty sure y'all can guess what kind of girl I am.
Oh, we know.
of course.
I don't
I've
know.
seen your closet.
Probably the
I
I
am
higher
ain't
the
indeed.
lying.
better.
And I
I
know what
don't
was in
look,
that closet.
Nene, can you explain to her? Because people don't believe me when I try to explain to them the
What?
magnitude of her closet. Like literally.
Y'all,
It's an apartment in itself.
Oh,
I get
she hasn't seen my closet here, but she's seen my closet
You haven't
before.
in
seen her new? I'm gonna send you
in
some pictures,
general.
girl.
I saw a little tidbit of the new closet. It might as well be a little mini mall. But in the past, I've
Mhm.
seen the shoes.
Yes.
There are so many different kinds and
And
styles
some are the same kind.
and colors. And
In
there's
different
some to go
variations.
with every outfit. There are some that only go with one outfit and they can only be worn with that one outfit. There are some that dabble with a few other outfits and they may be interchanged and intermingled with others. But there are just so many. And I used to be like, I wish my foot could fit a nine when I was younger because I wanted them all.
You know some
I mean, I'm just saying the
What
internet
kind of
knows
speed I
now.
got? That's
So
what kind of
they
speed I got.
regardless, they gonna come. They now the people gonna want to borrow. So just so you're aware. But
I
they're
think
nice.
I
They're
think
nice.
my love for heels actually came from mama. Like,
I believe it because she has
yes.
a dab of
yeah,
it too.
Now
I
TT
have been
got some shoes for you.
I've been wearing heels, since if it wasn't eighth grade,
Mm.
ninth grade. I mean, I had a couple of balls, little parties, little balls and dances or whatever. But I've always, always, always loved heels. I don't know. I probably every day I wear a heel, every single day.
Mm.
I don't know. I feel comfortable in heels. I think my legs look nice in heels. I think it makes your outfit look nice. Um, I do have a couple pair of like flats that I wear, and I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys one pair. But I have a skinny foot, a real narrow foot. So a lot of shoes that are flats that I would like, they don't necessarily come in a narrow, so they're wide. And so sometimes I'll put on, like, if I wear slacks, I'll put on like a gym shoe type sock up under my
Mhm.
slack sock. That way it can kind of fill it in or whatever. So but like wedges, I hate wedges. I do not like
What?
something about them. It's weird. Something about the wedge. I don't know. I feel like I fall over in wedges. I can't do wedges.
That's much support. Look.
I don't know. I,
That's
I
what
It's
don't
them
know
sisters who
stability.
can't walk in a real hill. They help us
because
out.
I'm used to. Okay, I'm going to listen, y'all. Joanna, you stupid. Um, okay, so y'all hear them talking about my closet or whatever. I feel a little ashamed now, like listening, thinking back. But I'm going to show you this past week alone. I wore each of this shoe. It's a different shoe or boot, but it's the same print. So this just shows you the I guess the magnitude or the depth of what I have in my closet.
It
So
shows us that you could have a slight problem. But there's
don't
hope
judge
for
me.
you.
I will say though, I did not buy any shoes during like COVID. I didn't buy any shoes, so I'm very proud.
For you. Good for
But
you.
on Monday, I wore this shoe.
Those are
Okay.
cute.
This is one of my favorite boots. You can wear it with a dress, you can wear it with jeans, you can wear it with slacks. Only thing about wearing it with slacks is that it kind of covers up part of the style, but I love this boot. I did legs Monday morning before I went to work, and I wore these boots, baby. By the time 5 o'clock hit, them hamstrings was on fire. I was on fire. Okay. Then Tuesday, I wore this boot.
Ma'am,
That's what I said.
ma'am,
Same boot, different variations. She had the slight problem.
ma'am.
Whatever.
Make it make sense.
Wednesday, I wore this shoe.
They cute, man. They cute. I gotta
I've
give
worn
it
them
to
in a
you.
while. I haven't worn them. Okay. Thursday, I wore this shoe. And then Friday, I wore this boot.
And she probably has more.
There has to be a classification for this. Some type of disease. It has to exist.
So listen, okay, you can never have too many black pair of shoes. You can never have too many brown because you got to have a boot, a shoe, or a tall boot, or whatever, right? That's the explanation. Actually, I think I bought all those leopard print except for this one. My best friend gave these to me one year for a birthday gift. And so
So let me ask you, how many shoes do you think you have in your closet at this moment right now?
I think I did a post on that. Let me see. I know I have probably at least 200 pairs.
Nene, how many shoes do you have?
That I actually wear. You want me to count them on these 2 pairs?
Right.
That's it. Probably. Well,
I probably have
on my
less.
hand.
Literally, Nene, I probably have less than you. I probably maybe have 6 or 8 good
Total
shoes in my total in my closet.
Like this year, I just finally, after years of wearing the same toe-up shoes, because y'all know how I am, bought me some winter boots, and they're not even cute boots. It's put these on my feet and walk out the door to go to the next place so that my feet are covered.
The only thing consistently that I buy every year, I buy some new ankle boots. And it's because I'm really rough on shoes. So those are the ones I actually have to buy new every year. But
Listen,
yeah, I don't think I have more than 8 pair of shoes in my closet. I'm pretty sure I don't.
8 pair. Oh my God.
Good shoe. We talking about the good shoe. We're not talking about the ones we wear to go out in the backyard real quick or down the street or when I'm working out. I'm talking about shoes that I can actually wear in the public eye and not be judged. Probably less than 10, to be honest.
Well, let me tell you, y'all need, okay, you need like shoes for like all. Listen, let me show y'all 2 more pair of shoes. I've only worn these 2 pair of shoes once each. Because these are not like everyday shoes. You're not wearing them to the office. They're a special occasion. But I have this pair of shoes, which I wore for the
Dorothy Ho.
Those are club shoes. Now I have to admit, I've seen some women wear those to work. I do not think that those are work.
That is not work.
But I have seen women wear those to work.
They had to be shot. And then this pair, this is part of my sparkly collection. I wore these. I bought an outfit for a banquet, a party, or something. My job, one of my jobs somewhere, I used to travel for work, and we had a party.
That's Whitney Houston fairy godmother in Cinderella, circa 1990 something, starring Brandy. Come on now.
Now, do these shoes hurt? Like, do these shoes hurt you? The heels, per se?
No, so heels are comfortable for me. However, after so for example, these I showed up in my birthday. Well, actually, I wore these the entire night, but yes, these did hurt after a while, right? They did hurt. So you always bring your little they got these little foldable shoes that you can put in your purse now, so you kind of hold on to those. But even if I do legs or been working out, sometimes wearing my heels, so I will like keep a pair of these. I have a black pair of these at work that I kind of keep just in case. But these shoes, and then if I buy flats, they have to be expensive flats because I have to find shoes that are narrow. So I like shoes. I like nice, good shoes, good leather shoes that last for a long time. A lot of my shoes I've had for many, many, many years. And I only really went on a little fashion show this week because it's like these shoes are just sitting in my closet. Like where I live and where I work, jeans and tennis shoes is the regular for most folks or whatever.
Yes.
So I'm always, it's me and a couple of other officials where I work. We're the only ones who are typically dressed up or whatever. And so I don't know. I have more dress up clothes or business clothes like suits and slacks and that kind of thing than I have anything. However, I do love my Adidas and some Nike tennis shoes. I do have several pair of tennis shoes that I wear. Like today I have on a sweatshirt. So obviously I will be putting on my tennis shoes. I think I'm actually going to wear some boots today, but they're like rain boots.
What's funny?
Hmm?
I can't recall you wearing regular shoes. I should be able to, but I literally I'm thinking so hard. Like I remember like maybe sandals when you were in Texas and we would like maybe run somewhere real quick, and maybe gym shoes every blue moon. I know very few times I went walking / running with you. Obviously you had on gym shoes of some sort, but
I don't ever recall Lala ever wearing any non-name brand shoes. Like all her stuff is like
I don't recall.
I don't think I've ever seen you in something that hasn't been like name brand.
Designer shoes. Everybody, wear, when you buy some red bottoms or Christian Loubs or Jimmy Choos. The most expensive pair of shoes I have is a Stuart Weitzman shoe. And that shoe costs, I think it was $375. That's the most expensive pair of shoes that I have. I have a couple, not a lot of those, but I'm into leather and quality. When I used to work for this school and I traveled to California, I would drive to LA and I would go to the stores, and this one Macy's, they had like racks and racks of shoes that was always on sale. And I'm talking about the shoes were like $65, $55. Shoot, every time I go to California, I come back with at least 12 pair of shoes. You had to. I was like, you had to. So when I went, I always brought an extra bag because I knew that I was going to go to this mall in LA and I was going to be buying me some shoes or whatever. So I don't know. I think that is for me, like you can have on just some. I will wear some jeans from Old Navy and put on one of these pair of leopard print shoes and a top, and you super cute because everybody's focused on your shoes or whatever. So it's just about mixing and matching and knowing how to put together what you got or whatever. Now I was planning on buying me some real nice shoes, $600 worth of stimulus type shoes, but I ain't get stimulated, so I can't do it. So I don't know. I'm just saying. But guess what? Do y'all know, men or women, who spends the most money or who buys the most shoes? What do y'all think?
I would think women do, but
I'm pretty sure women buy the most shoes. Pretty sure.
Men, young men between the ages of 16 to 24 versus young women between 16 and 24. Men buy the most shoes and their shoes cost the most. But you know why?
Because that's all they got going for them. They just go pick up them Jordans when they come out, stand in the rain for about 3-4 days with nothing to eat, spend all their money.
It is funny that you say that though, because my husband like literally has, like, I had to buy him one of those 34 pair shoe holders, and he still has shoes that we don't have a space for. Like he has a ton of shoes, and his shoes are expensive. Like he does wear cowboy boots, but he has to have like the real leather cowboy boots are expensive.
Yes, they are.
$300-$400 for some good cowboy boots.
We lived in Texas, and I wanted some because I lived in Texas. I was like, "Shit, you paying this much for no cowboy boots?"
but they do last. But yeah, he has a ton of shoes. I was like, good gracious. He has more shoes and clothes than I do in our closet. Like
Mm.
literally.
And my husband is on the side of Joshua because he works, a specific job. He doesn't need fancy shoes. He wears his work shoes and that's about it. We don't go a lot of places. So when he buys shoes, literally he will hold on to a pair of shoes for like 2-3 years and maybe wear them once or twice. And then they last him forever. So he'll buy himself like a new pair or two every couple of years and just hold on to them. And they don't get messed up because he has his like going out shoes, his shoes that he wears around the house and when he's taking care of errands, and then his work shoes. So he can hold on to brand new shoes and he buys them, but his shoes cost like probably double what
What
I
you
pay for my little cutesy quickly wear these for what I have to do type shoes. So that's interesting.
Well,
That's
my
really
what's the
husband,
interesting.
amount you've ever spent on shoes, Nini?
Me? um, one pair or at one time
Just
because that's
one
two
pair.
different questions.
Just one
One,
pair.
probably maybe 60 something bucks.
Yeah, it between 55 and
it's a real
60 is
cute
the
shoe for
amount that
60
I,
bucks on, especially
I
on
mean,
sale.
that's true,
yeah.
but they
Mhm.
were for a very specific purpose. I bought winter boots, so I was like, I need comfortable boots that I can wear that look okay with the few different outfits I will put on that I can still wear to work and wear if I go out. And so I think maybe they were with a 55 or 65, somewhere in that range. And I bought two
Mhm.
pairs of those and then a couple pair of, the little furry boots, because I just throw on shoes and walk out the door. But yeah, that's and then even my dress shoes that I bought for a few events that I've worn it to, they weren't more than $50. They were on sale. I went specifically to DSW, went to the clearance rack, look for that little green sticker. I said, if it's not in the green sticker, I won't have any shoes. And I found me some about 30, $40. And yeah, they
That's
cost
it
more than
sounds
that.
so weird hearing you saying my this shoe or my shoe for this. Like, huh? Like that sounds so weird to me because my if I my Sunday go to church shoes or my that's all the shoes I got. This is all I'm saying. It sounds like, but that it really goes to show though that what's really important in life and really ain't important in life. So I've worn all the shoes that I have, and again, it still depends on your environment. So I would say that when we talked about COVID, I think was it last time or two times before, COVID was good in the way that it was like a slowdown for me. So it's like I wasn't doing no shopping. I was able to save some more money because it's just stuff that's just sitting somewhere or whatever. So it kind of makes you kind of rethink a couple of things. But saying that, briobox.com, there's a survey. If they had people take a survey to see what type of personality they had by the choice of shoe that they chose. So a person who wears flats, they are a hidden leader. A person who wears high heels, I'm in charge here. That's what it say. I'm in charge here. A
Well,
flashy shoe means that you are an extrovert. Guess I can fall in that category. Flip flops, you're a laid back person. A always shiny and clean shoe means that you make great impressions every day, or you want to make great impressions every day.
mm,
Ankle boots, you're an aggressive person. Juju, Nini, y'all aggressive. Work boots means you're a good planner. Designer shoes, you're showing that you have the power. People can kind of take that negatively, but when you talk about designer shoes, that means you have money to spend. So that means you do have a certain level of power, depending on how you kind of look at that word. Sporty shoes, a goal-oriented person. And that kind of makes sense because if you in a tennis shoe, that means, you got somewhere to be. You're going, you need to get there quick. So you don't need to have on no skinny heel that's going to get you caught up in between that little crack in the sidewalk. Girl, listen, the little shoe cobbler man, I listen, he can retire based on me. I got to go get them shoes, them little things fixed all the time. And then here's the most funniest one ever. A boring shoe. You're a person who is unable to make relationships. Let me let me
you didn't
read.
describe what a boring shoe is. 'Cause
I don't know, but let's see. A boring shoe. You must have seen someone recently and thought about how boring their shoes are. Who would like to wear them? Who would even buy them? The person who wears boring shoes is someone who finds it hard to make relationship. Boring shoes are the tricky ones since no one of the participants in the study was able to guess what's hiding behind them. People who wear boring shoes are called aloof and repressive. They don't care what nobody think about them. Okay, put on whatever kind of shoe I want to put on. I don't care what you think, boo.
I
They be
mean, I'm
mad
just
at
trying to survive at
Everybody,
this point. I
right?
just want to survive.
I
So
think
whatever goes on my
everybody
feet,
has. Yeah,
it
everybody
gets me
has
out
to
the
have a
door.
little boring shoe in them at some point because you just like, I just got to do what I got to do.
Really,
I'm just
that's
going to
it.
the store. I don't care if nobody see me in this shoe.
I think a flip flop is a boring shoe, or Crocs are boring shoes. Like what? Like
Oh
what do
my
y'all
God,
think?
Josh loves Crocs. I don't know why.
Are they comfortable?
I guess so, but that is his go-to. When he walks through this house, that is his go-to shoe. When he running up the street to the store really quick, I'm just like, can you put on shoes that make me not ashamed? Can you? If you can, that will make me happy. Man, I'm going in the store. I got my woman. All right. Ain't gonna hold you. You do
I ain't
what you
mad at your
must.
brother-in-law. He's a hero. He ain't looking for nobody, huh?
So Lala, what kind of shoe does your husband wear?
So
What
my
does he like?
husband, he is a very classic type shoe person. He has two really not that I see him wear two really nice brown shoes. One is a lighter brown, one's a darker brown, really polished, really like he's not a flashy person. He has a two pair of black, actually one pair of the black shoes that he wears when he goes to his Sunday services. I actually bought for an anniversary gift, and this was probably we've been married 20 years. This is probably he's probably had this shoe at least 15 years.
Wow.
I was a
Yeah.
child.
Huh? He was a
I was
child.
a child.
But he has a lot of tennis shoes. Now, he doesn't have as more shoes than me, but he definitely has more clothing. And his style is maybe like a pair of jeans, the nice, pair of brown or black shoes, and like a button-down shirt. That's his style or whatever. And so if I don't have on heels, he and I are the same height. And so if I put on heels, especially some of the ones, I at first I used to feel weird because I'm thinking he gonna feel weird. I'm like, baby, just tell me you're married to a supermodel. You couldn't help it, and then you can do about it. I mean, what you gonna do? Because I'm not gonna start wearing my heels just because you 5'6", I'm 5'6". When I put on my heels, I'm almost 6 feet tall. You just married to a supermodel. What you gonna do? So, but he's very classic in how he dresses and the type of shoes he wears. So he can buy. I think he probably is running with a good maybe 6 pair of like dress shoes, and everything else is tennis shoes. So, and then he has different kind of tennis shoes. Was it Nike Air Max? We bought some shoes when we were in London. They were Adidas, but they're kind of like I think they call them like walking shoes. They're not like the typical tennis shoes, but like it kind of reminds you, puts you on the mind frame of a loafer and a
Okay.
like mix. It's flat. I don't know. It kind of goes better with jeans than like a jogging suit type deal, or whatever, have you describe it. But yeah, he's pretty classic. I was actually looking in my closet. It's something I want to do. I want to kind of arrange it, or get one of those special closet people to come out to make it more conducive, for me. But that's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a couple stacks I can't do.
But you know what? If I could like get into shoes, I'm a millennial. Obviously, I'll be 30 this year. I'm such a grown up now. Okay, but anyway, if I could really get into shoes, I missed that phase in high school where everybody was like rocking Jordans or like whatever latest and greatest shoe could come, like that was coming out in my time frame. So if I could, I would probably get into like, I've never owned a pair of Jordans. I don't even know what them jams feel like on my feet. But just because I missed out on that 10 plus years ago, that's something I would like to revive in myself, just like some really dope sneakers, because I'm not a heels girl and I'm okay with that. When I do dress up, feel nice about myself and I like it, but I really am let me throw on some jeans, nice shirt. I'm more of a jewelry-esque type person, so I love big pieces. I'm always wearing hoops. So that's kind of more my thing, but just that pair with some like dope gym shoes, I could get down with that. That I could do.
That. Everybody, that's what makes the world great, because everybody is different. you can give a person the same 5 pieces: a top, some pants, some shoes, and some accessories, and they're gonna rock it differently. It's gonna be put
Yep.
together totally different. A scarf can make a difference, a hat can make a difference. And so it just, just depends on how the individual and what they like. Well, I
think
show
if I had
listen,
the
I want y'all to
money,
take, huh?
so I think if I had the money to do some of these things, I probably would. But dressing how I would like to dress in my mind is super expensive. So
That's the one.
I gotta go the low budget route.
But they say you can pick a style, right? Like if you like a certain type of look, you can get that same look inexpensively.
Mhm,
It doesn't have to be the brand that you see, but you can find those same pieces or whatever.
mhm.
I like fashion. To me, it's like it's a lot of work, and I don't know. For me, like I used to work at a casino, and my best friend and this other girl, my best friend, she used to be the sexy dresser, the girl who could put on something. You'd be like, "Ooh, I wish I looked like her." Then the other girl, she was more sporty. She looked super cute in jogging suits and like that. And I was always the professional business type, dresser. So it's just kind of weird how, like, and I think it has to do with your body shape, your height, and what makes you feel comfortable. And I guess if I had some boobs and a big butt, I'd be trying to dress sexy too, but I don't have none of that. So I got to work with what I got. You know what I'm saying? So it just makes a difference or whatever. But I don't know, if I had money too, I think I would, hire me what they call them, a buyer and a stylist,
Stylish, yeah. I've
and be
actually
like,
thought about that. They have this thing called Stitch Fit or, and
Yeah.
some
yeah,
other things. I've actually thought about using that.
it's
Because I don't
expensive.
know. I guess some people grow up with fashion, like they just understand it. I don't really get it. Like I don't know how to put these pieces
So
together.
with,
I
with
don't
with the
know how
mama
to.
I had, and we got the same mama. Okay, with the mama I had, I was not afforded the opportunity. I don't know what happened to Lawanda genetics. I don't know, but with the mama that I had, that just it just never came to me. I
Yeah.
don't,
And
and I
my
think
thing
when mama
is,
really dresses up, she looks nice. But for me, it
you just
never. I
never
look
rubbed
at
off
mama
on
and
you.
Lawanda and be like, "What's wrong with me? Why
like,
I can't put a cute outfit together and just feel like I'm the bomb.com." But it goes into your confidence too. It took me a long time to just get comfortable with who I
Oh,
was.
you.
And
mhm,
once I was just like, I'm just not that girl. And that's okay. Like, it
mhm.
doesn't mean that you're like less than or that you're ugly, but I just wasn't that girl. And that is, like, as of right now, today, January 31st, I'm not that girl and I'm
You ain't that
okay.
girl.
I'm just not.
Listen, honey,
But coin wise,
I will put a jean, mix up a pair of jeans and a shirt. So kind of for work, because work is just real plain. So like I will say I might pick out 3 pair of pants or 2 pair of pants and 3 tops and mix and match them things to death. Put a scarf on, if I got a gray shirt on, put a cardigan over it with the same jeans and the same boots or different boots or whatever. You just gotta coordinate. Some things I'm like, oh, I didn't know this would have been cute together. I should have been wearing this a long time ago. Girl, I can't remember what I put on 2 weeks ago. So it's another combination or whatever.
mm,
So like I say, I could put on an expensive shirt and some old navy jeans and some cute boots and keep it moving. And it's just how you put it. And your jewelry, your accessories make a big difference too. I learned
mm,
that too. Accessories, like I say, a necklace or earrings or scarf or a hat makes
make
a
a
totally different
difference.
outfit.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, I'm about to go in my closet and see what I can give away. So y'all made me feel real weird.
I'm right here. I'm finally in big girl land. I can fit them shoes now. So whatever you want to give up.
That big
Okay.
girl laugh.
Well,
I remember
I'm in big girl land now.
you had some cute shoes one time you were trying to give me, but they was too little for me. I was sick. I was like, remember you was living in the middle of,
Yes, I do. I do. I do.
I wanted them
Yes.
bad. I was willing to hurt for them shoes, but I
She
couldn't
couldn't
do it.
fit
It's too
them.
little.
And I like to look and get them in the box. Put
They
on
sure
my
was
feet.
cute.
They healed. They had to be at least 6. They were tall. I don't know what I was thinking when I bought those
They
shoes.
weren't no 6 inches.
They in my
They
mind,
probably would. They might have been 4. They weren't 6. They might have been
like
4
in my mind.
4,
and maybe 3
6.
and a half.
Same
But they
difference,
they
huh?
was they was like a pretty peanut. But oh my gosh,
Yeah, they
they
were
were it.
nice.
Oh, it was a beautiful peanut butter color.
They
And
were
the leather
nice.
was so nice. I was like, oh, it was just a half a size bigger.
I
Couldn't
was
do
like,
it.
you can take them if you want them. She was like, for real, put a shoe on. Nah, it's not gonna work. I'm sorry. I
It didn't
can't,
work.
Can't
That
make
was
it work.
sick. That was a beautiful shoe. Yeah, well, I do want y'all to go to Brio, BREO box.com and take that survey to see what that's about. I haven't taken it. I'm going to take it too and see what that's all about. But if you're looking at this podcast, write down in the comment box or email us or post or something. What kind of shoe person are you? And what's the most expensive pair of shoes you own? How many shoes do you own? Do you think LaWanda has a problem? Or do you just think she fits right on in with the rest of the pieces? I don't know. I haven't bought any shoes. I haven't bought anything. So I'm really proud of myself. It just doesn't make financial sense to me. Nothing happening right now. But I'm just saying.
When Rona is over, everybody gonna do a little something. We gotta do a little something, just a little bit, just a little, to pop out into the world because it's been a while.
I might buy me something for my birthday coming up, but I haven't decided on it, and I'm still in my mind. Does it really make financial sense at this point? So I don't know. I might. Well, anyway, y'all got anything else to say about some shoes? No, y'all good?
I need help. Anybody out there willing to help me?
I got you, cousin. I got you.
Call me.
Shoes, clothes.
Right.
If you want to be my personal stylist for free, because I got 3 kids and I'm on a budget. But if you want to send me a Pinterest board,
we can do this virtually. Zoom.
Yeah.
Put it out there. You never know what you might get back.
Anybody want to donate some stuff to me?
That's the one.
Let me try some stuff out. I'm here for all that.
All right, y'all. Well, on that note, peace and happiness. Thanks for joining us, Nene.
Anytime.